Under 2 minutes to go. Obviously, 2-down territory here for the Bison. Got to find a way to get 3 yards in the next 2 plays to keep the chains moving. On at the motion man again.
Oh, penalty.
No, they're going to let it go. Flips it up. Incomplete. And I don't know what happened.
That was a late flag.
Oh, boy.
On the high side, right where the pass was intended.
Oh, boy. Kenneth Durden and Bo Pelini is about to blow the top off his head. Flag came in late, and if this is on Youngstown, that will put the Bison inside the 10. And it looked like some players jumped.
It looked like, to me, the left side of the offensive line popped out a hair early. That wasn't called. The play continued. You threw a fade. And that pass seemed a little bit high as well. I know Youngstown's probably going to say that's uncatchable. Oh, boy.
Wow.
What a call.
Now, the ball might have been snapped, and it looked like Stick almost had to pick it up off the turf. Nate Moody was the intended target. And Durden was whistled for the pass interference.
Wow.
I mean, that is a big call at this stage of the game.
And an extremely tough one to take.
Youngstown
the Bison
State
got the benefit, but that's a tough call against him. Now NDSU is inside the 10.
First and goal at the 6. Back to Power. Frazier again lowers the head to the 4.
The reason that you go back to that previous play, the ball was snapped earlier. Stick wasn't ready for it, so it seemed like the ball came up to him before the actual snap count. He gathers it. That's why it looked weird. The ball was in play. It just looked like the left side moved early, but the ball was already in play, and then the Bison get the huge call on the pass interference.
Under 50 seconds to go. Here it is. Watch. The snap came, and then Stick just had to throw it up. Wow. No Doubt Mutual Insurance replay. Stick on the quarterback keeper. Touchdown!
Design run by the quarterback. C's kind of parted on the right side. He'll come right at you. Stick. Great job of the block. And he beats the man to the inside, beat the safety. That's the design run. On a quarterback run, you have to beat the safety, and that's what Stick does right here. Great job to get right out of the way. Touchdown. Bison take the lead.
Peterson now for the extra point. It's down, it's up, and it's good. With 35 seconds to go, North Dakota State has their first lead of the football game.
On that drive, obviously, Brian, the Bison did not panic, did not use a timeout. And that's why there's only 35 seconds left.
Take a look at the new seed fan cam, and the Bison faithful have been waiting all day for their team to come back. Has come back all the way, scoring 17 unanswered to take a 27-24 lead.
And once again, the Pelini and the White Hat are going at it. I mean, I wouldn't take it. He's been in his ear all game long. He's stomping out on the field. After a while, you give him the flag and then tell him to shut up.
Well, you feel for Youngstown to some degree because this is their season on the line here. Beth Houle has a PetroServe USA sideline report. Beth.
Color from down here on the sideline. I know you guys can see Bo, who was just giving it to the White Hat. One of the sideline judges just went and talked to the officers to make sure that they've got an escort out of here, as fans along the sideline from the stands in the end zone are really starting to give it to them.
Boy, oh boy.
If Pelini wants to get mad at anyone, it's the guy who threw the flag on the other side of the field on the pass interference play.
Again, Youngstown just needs a field goal to at least send it to overtime, but only 35 seconds to work with.
Well, a pair of dangerous returners back there. That right now must be Youngstown's hope, and obviously the Bison on special teams kick coverage trying to come up big.
This guy is dangerous. The Bison hem him in. Jody Webb at the 30.
Ford and Anderson in on the tackle. 2 timeouts left for Youngstown.
Take a look at our Bobcats game recap. And boy, Bo is still yelling at the officials.
What do you got to do to earn it?
10 plays, 451. 54-yard drive, and the Easton Stick punches it in. We still got 29 seconds to go. Youngstown has shown how dangerous they can be. Hunter Wells back in the game.
There, he finally got one. Pelini walked close enough to the lineman that he touched the head linesman. They bumped. He finally got one.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty on Bo Pelini, and that's going to back up his team all the way to the 15.
And I'm serious. It's about time he got it. And he finally made contact. He got enough of yelling and screaming to get one, but he touched the lineman. It was just a brief little touch, but he walked past him on purpose, touched him, he threw the flag.
Look, I know it's a long shot. You'd have to get 30, 35, 40 yards. But now you're making your team go even further by setting him back. The Bison, I think, content to just rush 3 and play coverage. And this one behind his intended target. Stubbs wasn't even looking for the football. Second down.
One thing Coach Entz told us on Thursday this week, that in coverage this year, Wells has been not as proficient. Coverage meaning rushing fewer players and using more to cover. Obviously, with the scoreboard situation, 25 seconds left, and you're trying to, protect the lead and everything. But so it's a situation where the Bison, I think, will rush 3 once again. Get as many people in coverage as you can. 25
seconds to go. Second and long. They got to get the 40 just for a first down. Wells, time, flushed. Fires across the middle. Stubbs cannot make the catch. It was a little bit high and off his fingertips, and now third down with 20 seconds to go.
Not that high, though. You almost expect that he should pull this one down. But even if he makes that catch, he's still 10 yards short. Here's your Nodak Mutual Insurance replay. Wells has to slide to his left, slings it. Nah, that should have been caught.
Wells flushed in, down he goes! Brian Schatz, the senior, makes the sack, and now Youngstown backed up all the way to their own 7. Will have a 4th and a mile coming up.
Rushing 3, so you're putting 3 against 5. Schatz with a great swing move, and he didn't have any secondary help. You're trying to double team the guy, and he blows past your first contact so fast, he's able to get back in there and sack Wells. That's a gorgeous play there by Schatz.
Boy, and Bo is still yelling at the officials out there.
He's finding anyone with a striped shirt on, and he's just screaming at him.
Something tells me the Missouri Valley may be finding Bo Pelini after this week.
Well, he got one. Like I said, he probably should have had more. But you're right when you said Youngstown's season on the line. The Penguins know they have to win out, and right now they're not winning. They've won most of today, but they're not winning now.
Youngstown,
there's a flag. There, he finally got another one. That's about time. I'll go back to it's about time. Field judge that time is in front of the bench. Pelini's yelling at him, and he got another one.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Nebraska fans have. Instead of the cops escorting the officials out, maybe they should escort him out.
Beth Houle has another PetroServe USA sideline report, Beth.
Exactly what the Youngstown State radio guys told me, that you had to make Youngstown State uncomfortable on the sideline if you were going to beat them. They start to implode. You can see it coming from the man in charge right now as they start to unravel, they start to unfold. They've backed themselves up here inside their own 5-yard line and are really starting to pack it in here.
I mean, he's jawing again with the field judge. The field judge isn't there, because he wants to listen to it. He's there because that's the position he needs to play or to cover on the field.
Now Now 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. Does he get ejected after that?
Tell you what, I'd throw another one on it. There he goes again. Youngstown used his last time out, I think. No, they haven't used the timeout. We're still trying to figure out what to do. 4th
and 36. This is a wild scene here in the 4th quarter. My goodness.
Now the offensive coordinator is yelling at the field judge. I know Youngstown has a reputation as being a tough guy town, but there's some verbal abuse happening down there in this 4th quarter.
Bison again will only rush 3 and drop 8 in coverage. They got 2 guys back away at the 40-yard line.
That's where Youngstown has to be for the first down.
Wells is going to step up, runs into his own blocker, and then he's just going to throw it up. Batted away, a flag comes in. Oh, wow.
Pass interference.
6 seconds left, and Youngstown State not dead yet. That will move the ball to about the 20.
Pass interference on 4th down. Oh, man. These last few minutes have been crazy.
And again, that only moves the ball into the 20-yard line, so that's certainly not a spot foul.
But right now, Youngstown is in the position of having a puncher's chance, you know what I mean? And now that chance is back there again. To the 19 is where they'll spot it.
6 seconds left, so this should be the final play of the game.
5 Bison players, midfield and beyond.
Wells flushed, got away. Here comes a rusher, and Wells is just going to chuck it downfield. And it is intercepted or picked off. Either way, the football game is over, and North Dakota State comes from 14 down to win it in the final minute. 27-24 your final to move to 8-2.
And I'm just watching where Pelini is, and he's getting a few last verbal jabs into the white hat. Now he's going to go find Coach Kleiman, but his first reaction wasn't to congratulate Kleiman. It was to yell again at the white hat.
And they embrace.